On this day in 1986, a lake in Cameroon exhaled a silent cloud of gas and, within minutes, 1,746 people were dead. Not from fire, not from water, but from suffocation in their sleep, in their homes, miles from the shore. The killer was carbon dioxide, and the way it escaped from Lake Nyos is so rare that scientists had to invent a whole new category of natural disaster to describe it. This matters because it revealed that a calm, ordinary-looking lake can store a lethal secret at its bottom, then release it all at once with no warning at all. Here is what happened. Lake Nyos is a deep crater lake high on the flank of an inactive volcano in northwestern Cameroon, about 315 kilometers northwest of the capital, Yaoundé. A natural volcanic dam holds its waters in place. For years, carbon dioxide from the volcanic activity below had been seeping up and dissolving into the cold, still water at the very bottom of the lake. Under the pressure of all that water above, the gas stayed trapped, dissolved, invisible, building up over time. Then, on the 21st of August, 1986, something disturbed that balance. Scientists believe a trigger, an earthquake, a landslide, or another explosive event, can jolt these lakes and send the deep, gas-heavy water rising. As it rises, the pressure drops, and the dissolved carbon dioxide suddenly comes out of solution, the way a shaken bottle of soda erupts the instant you open it. The gas violently ejected water from the lake and formed a vast, invisible cloud. Carbon dioxide is heavier than air. It is also odorless and transparent to visible light, so there was nothing to see, nothing to smell, nothing to warn anyone. The cloud rolled downhill, hugging the ground, flowing into the valleys and villages below and pushing the breathable air out ahead of it. People and animals simply had no oxygen to breathe. By the time it was over, 1,746 people had suffocated, along with 3,500 head of livestock. Entire communities were gone in a single night. This event has a name now, a Limnic eruption, also called a lake overturn. It is one of the rarest natural hazards on Earth. In a Limnic eruption, dissolved carbon dioxide erupts out of deep lake water all at once, forming a gas cloud that can asphyxiate wildlife, livestock, and people. The lakes capable of this are called limnically active lakes, or, more vividly, exploding lakes. Lake Nyos was not the only one. Investigators studied the casualties at both Lake Nyos and nearby Lake Monoun, and it was those two disasters together that led scientists to formally classify limnic eruptions as their own distinct kind of hazard, separate from ordinary volcanic eruptions, even though the two can be indirectly linked. Researchers have since pieced together what makes a lake dangerous. It needs a steady supply of carbon dioxide-saturated water flowing in. It needs a cool lake bottom, a sign that there is no direct volcanic heat mixing the water. It needs distinct upper and lower layers that never fully mix, one holding far more dissolved gas than the other. And it needs to sit close to areas of volcanic activity. But here is the unsettling part. Because the cause is invisible dissolved gas, it is genuinely difficult for scientists to know how often these eruptions have happened in the past, or where else they may be quietly building right now. A lake can look perfectly serene while a lethal reservoir of pressurized gas accumulates unseen in its depths. That is the real legacy of Lake Nyos. It forced the world to recognize a threat that leaves no trace until the moment it strikes, and it turned the study of these deep, silent lakes into a race to find the next one, and to release the pressure before it releases itself. That's it for this one. Watch this next. Kursk, 118 died as the Navy waited 6 hours to search.